guys, I'm Lost Wolf. We are going to be doing Shame, the dungeon again, because we got to the bottom. There was a fight at the end that basically put us to sleep all the time, and that made us die. So we're going to be doing that again. There's one thing I want to do before I get there. Well, okay, first let me do housekeeping, and then there's one thing I want to do before we get there. So housekeeping. Okay, housekeeping. And then let me show you what I'm looking at. I just want to count very quickly. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's a little scary. I think there should be 8 dungeons. I don't think we've been into all of them, and I don't think we've been to the bottom of all of them. Are there really only 6 dungeons? Huh. Hmm. Yeah, we're missing a stone, which is apparently in a tower. Sorry, we're missing a rune, which I think is in a tower. We're missing a stone, which I think is going to be in a dungeon shame, but I'm not totally sure. But that's a little weird. Hold on. Let me just see. So we have. Oh, I just want a list. Okay, Hitlos is a dungeon that we haven't been to. That would be dungeon 7. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we've seen Distard and Shame, we've seen Wrong and Deceit, we've seen Despise and Covetous. The other two are Hitlos and the Stygian Abyss, which is the abyss that people keep on mentioning. So after this, once we've got this done, we will have done all the mainline dungeons that we need to do. We need to have a look at Hitlos, but I don't think there's anything in Hitlos other than just it's a dungeon and we need to be aware of it that leads to the abyss. And then the abyss itself is somewhere on Abyss Island that we haven't quite figured out what we need to do. So, okay, that's actually good information. Hello, Organ Mike. Thank you for the raid, and I appreciate you folks coming in. I am Lost Wolf, um, and this year is just big commitment year. We normally pick a big list of games and we play them, and this year we're going to be playing just like massive, massive RPGs and things. I tend to play fairly old games, and then when I'm not playing fairly old games, I play indie games because that's kind of where my heart has lay for the last maybe 15 years. Organ Mike, I forgot to do this yesterday, and I'm so sorry. I should have done this. For the people who are here on my end, you should go visit Organ Mike. Organ Mike does a lot of speedrunning, and I think that they're learning or refreshing their memory on the Avidum speedrun right now. I don't know if Organ Mike, you can tell us if you're around, whether or not you're preparing that for a showcase that you're needing to do soon. But yeah, Organ Mike is a lot of fun, and you should go visit them. So we're gonna just do shame again, and we're gonna see if we can find because I think that there's a stone in the dungeon shame that we don't have. Organ Mike says I'm working on routing a short run of Avenum. Nothing coming up with it yet. Okay. That's fair. Okay, so let me get the game up and going here. And then we can just start off with what we're supposed to be doing, which is essentially seeing what we can see again in the dungeon shame. We know kind of what the layout of shame is because we went down and up the dungeon shame not so long ago. But we don't know where the rune is in dungeon shame, so that is the plan. So, okay. I'm gonna try and sleep to get us going here. Hopefully this just works. It does not. That's fine. Now we know, because we've done this before, that we don't really have to look at any of these maps with gems, because we're going to go down and then we're going to walk to a room and then come back up again. So there's not much to this, and then once we start coming up, we need to start looking at the map, because once we start coming up, that's when we are probably going to find the stone that we're after. So right now, it's just a straight trip down to level 8. Descend. There's our first set of stairs, where we have to walk here to get to the next spot. This is not where I died. There's that. Now we need to walk every square because I don't quite know where it was that I opened there. And then we can just go here and I can get rid of this cure and we can sleep. Or get rid of the poison, I should say. So we want to climb this because optimally what we want to do is we want to go back up again, and then once we get up to the top, we will start opening up things that we can sort of see. So we're going to go up, and now if we pair the gem. Oh, did I miss something? I missed something, didn't I? Descend. There we go. Okay, this is what I missed. So from floor 4, the last time we did this, I got to floor 5 and I skipped out on floor 5 like an idiot. And so this time we won't do that. There's a couple of power balls here. We're gonna just ignore those. It's fine. All we really want is to figure out where I am facing there. Okay, so we need to go here. Okay. And now if we just walk this way, I don't know where I should be. I think I should be down. Here, and then if we go down once more, we should be okay. I want these chests because they're just free money. Of course I got poison. Okay, let's sleep. I don't know if there's a slime there, and I don't know if they're going to attack us while we're sleeping. It's worse than that. Hold on. The problem with snakes is that you shouldn't kill them. So I'm just gonna very gently hit these snakes with my hands and hope they run away. There we go. Go. Give me that. Okay, so we're looking for... Oh, we went the wrong way. We have to do that fight again because we need to go up and then left. You know, I'm just gonna skip this. And actually gonna go left. Bye. Oh my god. So many rats. Okay, so there should be here. This should be the descend. I don't know if it matters where we descend here. It might matter because the descent on the left and the descent on the right might take us to completely different places. So I think what we should do is we should try, we want to get to level 7. We're going to try and descend on the right first, and then we'll hopefully remember that there's this spot where we need to be, and the spot where we need to be will help us figure out whether we need to go left or right. So I don't know which direction we're facing, and we don't actually have we don't have a compass. So we're facing west. Okay, so if we're facing west and we're facing leftward, and that means that we can just walk through the store here, and this should take us to a ladder which we can then descend. Okay, well we've been through this room before. This room is mostly a trap. It's okay though, it's a lot of money that also is a trap, but I don't really care enough about this. I'm just gonna go to the ladder and then get down. So if we can descend here. This is, so the last time we were here, this is the room that we had trouble with, because it turns out that there's two sides to this room. There's a side that we can't see, the left-hand side, and a side that we're at, the right-hand side. So I think that what we need to do is we need to actually go up again to level 5, because level 5 is the fork in the road, right? Level 5 takes us to where we want to be. So we're going to climb here. We're just going to make our way to here again. And at level 5 now. Oh, that's interesting. It took us to the other ladder. Because remember, we took the left-hand fork and then went downward. So there's obviously something else that I am missing about level 7. It may be that if we went to level 8 from here, if we descended at level 8 here, there might be another way upward. Oh, that's not the case. So this is the room where we died? Because in this room over here, I think it's this room over here, there's a fight where there's a guy that just puts you to sleep. Yeah, I don't understand what I'm looking at here. Since we did this already, I'm gonna just be terrible and I'm going to look at a map. So what we're looking for is on level 7. Is it though? Oh, it's on level 2. Okay. I thought it was on level 1. Sorry, I thought it was on level 7. Is that actually the case? Oh, it is actually the case. It's on level 2. So, alright, let's just ascend. Hi. Oh, alone gremlin. Get away from me. Where's there's an up and down. Oh, this is the room that we died. So in the center of this over here, for the best of my recollection, there's a guy put you to sleep. So we need to be facing east. Then we need to walk. I'm gonna lie it. Yeah, I'm at the right spot. Okay, so I want to go to the right. I'm just gonna kill these guys. I don't think it matters too much. I should probably not be killing the rats. Everything else here is reasonable fair game. But the rats, not so much. There's a guy sleeping. What is he doing? Search? Oh. Okay. What's going on here? This is on level 5. I think this is on level 5. I'm so confused. It's not on level 5, is it? No, it is on level 5. No, it's not. It's on level 4. And it's this room here. Oh? Oh, I see. Okay. Sure. Oh, nothing actually tells me about this guy in the middle. I just think he's there. Maybe we can talk to him? No, we can't talk to him. Okay, well, he's just a dude. Alright, we want to go north. And then we want to go north again. Okay. And now we want to be facing west. And then we go here, and then we climb. Climb? Oh, weird. What? I am misunderstanding how this works. Elaine Tricard says, Good morning. Good morning, Elaine Tricard. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. Yeah, I am not understanding how this works. I'm maybe missing... Oh. I'm missing an exit from level 3 to level 2. Okay, let's just go down. Down. What? Oh, maybe I need to be in the lower right hand corner because there's another upward arrow there. Oh. Oh? Hang on. Oh. Oh, I get what I did. And I did that everywhere. Okay. Hang on. Thank you. Actually, that's good to know. thank you for actually telling me. Hold on, I am correcting my error everywhere. Because I didn't just do it with you, I did it everywhere else as well. Okay, hang on. I am fixing that everywhere. Okay. It's me copying and pasting, and me just spamming it into everywhere. Elaine Tracan says, you're welcome. Elaine Tracan says, my own chat helped me out earlier by letting me know about tags and even a stream title that was horrendously wrong. So I figured I'd pay it forward. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's probably exactly what I did. So when I set up to do the stream every day, I just hit from my dashboard. Where's my dashboard? Usually I'd go to my channel and then grab the link there, and today I was just like an idiot and I grabbed the dashboard all. So I'm just gonna go and link the not the dashboard all, everywhere else. And then come back. Give me a second. I'll be right back. But yeah, I 100% appreciate that. Thank you. There we go. There we go. Okay, that should be infinitely better. There we go. Done. Alright, so what I think that we need to do is I think we need to actually work our way to... We need to be facing east, and we need to go through here, and then we need to go down, and now we need to just run. I'm not even going to kill these folks. We're just going to mosey on out of here. Oh god. Please, dude. We don't have to do this. Ordinarily, I'd be all about picking up the chests, but I'm not going to. I will pick this one up though, because it's just a regular old fight. Oh. Where? Anyway, so this is the other ladder. Okay, so let's get this and then come up. Okay, this looks much better. So at the end over here, we need to go up via this ladder. And if we do that, we need to... Oh, hold on. We need to do this. And then we need to run through here. Oh, this is an unfun room. I think that the ladder we want is on the right. I should have checked that before just sprinting. I'm gonna let these guys come to us because it's a little bit easier if we just kill them one at a time. There we go. One of them would be good, not all 50 million of them. Actually, you know what I'm going to do before we leave this room? I'm going to go look at the maps that led us to here to actually know. No, I was wrong. We want to go left. This left takes us here, and this is now level 2. Okay, there we go. This is what we want. So now... if we just ignore this completely and we go south, and then we go around this corner. I don't know if I need to kill bats with my hands. I want to do it in case. Because I think bats are neutral, like rats and snakes and other animals. So I think that it's safe for us to just let this guy go. Sure. And then if we run here, there we go. This is what we're looking for. So if we search, we find a purple stone. Very good. Okay, so that lets us go purple. And a purple stone is honor. Okay. So now we've arrived at a point. Oh, thank you. Elaine Trakan says, unfortunately I can't stay. I have basketball practice tonight. Enjoy your basketball. That's very fun. Hope you have a good time with that. Yes, or they say, I shouldn't say she. You might not be a she. Sorry. Here's a apology. I appreciate that. Thank you. So now I'm kind of at a loss for what to do next. My whole plan was we would do all the stones, collect all the stones, get that done, and then see what we could do. But I also thought that this would be a thing where we would end on a stream and I'd have 24 hours to think about it, but I haven't really had 24 hours to think about it. However, in the interim, I've been thinking about the notes that we've been taking. We can just get out of this dungeon here now. Elaine Trakan says, I do you, she, her, thanks for the consideration. Of course, no problem. Everyone is welcome here. So, the notes that we've been taking have led us to one specific thing. And some of the reason why we're getting all the stones is because I wanted to actually chase after that thing. One of the notes said, oh, you need these 4 stones and then you need to meditate at an altar, and when you do, you will start sorting out one of your other issues, which is the boat issue. So what I want to do now is I just want to track that down in the notes. So let me show you the notes page very quickly. So at this point, the thing that we've been doing studiously for the last 4 or 5 streams is we've been chasing these particular stones because they've been sitting in all of the gems, in all of the dungeons. There's a couple of good things that came out of doing this. One of the good things that came out of it was, for example, if we look at justice, we know that justice is now green. We know that honor is now purple. We know that spirituality is white, right? And the diagram that we're supposed to be constructing for what I guess is the end of the game's test, among other tests that we will have to pass, is we know that when we construct the final diagram, we have the colors for the diagram. We don't know what the order is yet, although it's starting to become a little bit more clear from this here, right? So if we go into the dungeon despise, that is love, and the dungeon despise is linked to covetous through the exit that you can take, and we know that covetous is a dungeon of courage. So what we can actually do is we can start saying, because we know the colors of each stone, we can say, oh, okay, well, if because we have truth, love, and courage, right? We can test our work by saying, oh, we know that valor, sacrifice, honor, and spirituality are in courage because we got told that specific thing. So if we look at the stones, so let's take a thing that we know about. We know about courage. We know that Jalam is a stone or valor is a stone that's associated with courage, because that physically got told to us. So if we look at valor is the red stone. Okay. So now we can do the same basic test by going down and saying, oh, okay, is is valor. Valor is linked with courage. Is courage... Oh, I'm tripping over my own thesis because I'm unsure how to explain this, because there is a through line from this color to this note here. We know that love is there. So if we say despise... Oh, I don't know if I can say what I want to say. We know that covetous... I don't even think that you can say what I want to say, which is, so my thought process had been, let's say we go into covetous. This is not the order of events, this is not how this happened, but we picked up the green stone, right? The green stone is not necessarily, because covetous might not be the dungeon of justice. That's the issue, right? Covetous might not be the dungeon of justice. And we know that how do we know that though? We don't necessarily know that. There's a link between this and this and this. And I can sort of see the link, but I'm not always getting it correct. So if the Stard is a dungeon of courage, and dungeon to Stard links to shame, which is a dungeon of truth. Oh, I think that how we can do this is, yeah, we can't even do it the other way. So what I was trying to directly do is I was trying to link like Britannia to a virtue which we know is true, because that's literally what's happening there. And then I was trying to link that to a place name. To a virtue that we could just scroll in here. And I want to say that you could do that, but I also am not sure, because if we say, so shame is the dungeon of truth. Yeah, there's a link here that I'm not actually seeing. So let's pursue the other thing that I want to pursue. That's just a thing that's going to have to bake in my brain, and I'm going to have to think about it, because I think that there is a link. I'm just not seeing the direct line that you have to walk from the one thing to the other thing. So yeah, there's a connections end. And if we scroll all the way down here, this is what we need to do. This is the thing I want to pursue now. So we went to Alan. We talked about the ship to Alan. Alan said you need to talk to Blissball. Blissball said meditate at the shrines of honesty, compassion, and valor for 3 cycles to know how to enter. Now the problem with this specific thing was that we didn't have the stone, so we couldn't go and meditate at them. So it's honesty, compassion, and valor. I'm just gonna write that very quickly before I forget it. Over here, honesty, compassion, and I'm writing that down here because I need to make sure that we have the rune and the stone, because I think that you need all three of them. So we got compassion, we don't have valor, we don't have the rune for valor, and then we'll try it. Like, we'll go to the shrine for each of these and just see what we can see. And then we need to go to, we got honesty and both of them. So the thing is that because I think this is going to fizzle at Jalam, the altar for Jalam, what we're going to do is we're going to try this first. So we need the Virtue Valor's shrine. Okay, let's look now to the map. We need to find Valor's shrine. And I think Valor's shrine is... I thought it was somewhere on the right hand side, but I'm just wrong. Valor might be... Oh, there it is, okay. So we are at the Dungeon Shame, which is... Oh, here's the thing that we also need to do while I'm looking at this. We need to grab one of these check marks. Because we have completed the Dungeon Shame. And so now we can fall in that we've completed the Dungeon Shame. Okay, let's just color pick this. And we want to flood for this guy here. Because we don't need that. And then we want to magic wand this, and this. And now we got the checkmark. So now we can go back to this image and we know that the Dungeon Shame is here. And we can just make a new layer and stick the checkmark over there, indicating that we've done the Dungeon Shame. There we go. That's not great, but it will do for what we're doing. Let's merge that down. Okay. So we want to go, our boat is just outside here. We're just going to drive around the coast until we hit the Dungeon Valor. The Shrine for Valor. And we're going to try and meditate there first. Because if it's going to bust, it's going to bust at the dungeon, at the Shrine Valor. Sitting stands as hello, Lost Wolf. I hope you're well today. I am, and I hope you are too. So, okay, let's start by showing you the game scene. And then let's just zip out of here. Like, we've done what we came to do. We got the stone, and we can just leave. So we're going to cast exit. We can't cast exit. Do you know why we can't cast exit? Because I used exit to get us out. And then never mixed a new exit. So let me just mix a new exit. Mix exit. Exit is going to require sulfurous ash, spider's hulk, and I think black pearl. No, it's blood moss. I keep on getting the two confused here because I always think that it's going to be the most expensive ingredient, and then it never is, and I'm always surprised. Anyway, so we've got our one exit. We're going to cast exit. And we're going to sleep. Pro591 says, greetings. Greetings, Pro. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Okay. So we want to board our craft. We're just going to leave, right? We got what we came for. We are going to just try and meditate at the Shrine of Valor. And if it doesn't let us do that, well, then this particular part of our mission is a bust. and we need to look for something else we should be doing. There are probably leads and clues that we have missed out on that we can follow up on. I don't know how many of those are left, because we're coming to the point now where most of what we need to do is basically done. Oh, you know what? You're not wielding our wand. Proof I know one says, yeah, changing house insurance policies. I doubled, found something cheaper. Oh, that's very good. Yeah, the housing insurance can be something else. I have 2 insurance policies for the place I own, but the one is kind of a legacy thing that I've just never turned off, because I worry that if I do and something goes wrong, I might need as much money as possible. And so I'm just, sad. I keep thinking I should. But it's not like a lot of money. That particular insurance policy is like, here's a tiny amount of coin, I hope it works out for you. Yeah, we're just going south. And so I've just never, sat down with the agents and said, hey, listen, can you cancel this? So, around this corner here, we should see this shrine here. So if this plan that I have here busts, it's going to bust here, because we need to enter the shrine. Thou dost not bear the rune of entry. A strange force keeps you out. Okay, so that is a problem, because we don't have the rune of valor. And I don't actually know where to find the rune of valor. Let's consult with our notes. I'm going to show you what I'm looking at. We're just going to go search for the word rune. Rune of honesty. Rune of compassion. Anything that's crossed out is a thing that we've done. So to the east, then north, that's not the rune, we do not. And then this was the rune of okay. This is ask Telford for the rune, we do not ask Telford for he knows the rune. Okay. So we asked Telford and he said it is hidden well. And we answered this no, and that gave us this rune, so that's not what we're looking for. We are looking for runes. Rune. Okay, none of this is helpful because we got this. Here, this is the one that we don't know about. So, in Pause, there's a guy called Wheatpin. Wheatpin told us we asked him about rune at some point. He said around there in the nook of the mountains. Now we've got that one. That I think was the white, the rune of honesty or something. And so I think that we have that one, but I don't know. So this one's bothered me a lot. I'm gonna look that up very quickly. Okay. In pause in a mountain nook in the southeast part of the village. Oh, okay, so I think that because we went into pause, I'm gonna go check this because this is not something I know that I don't know definitively if we've got this. So let me show you the game. We're gonna just go check pause very super quickly. But I think that we have this. Pause is easy enough to get to, it's just due north of where we're at. Actually, you know what we should do? We should go to the right. And then up. Because the way we're sailing right now... the way we're sailing right now isn't actually going to lead us to pause. We'd have to circumnavigate the whole map to get there. And it's just a little bit easier and faster to go this way. I say that, but we're fighting Ultima Forza and Boss the Wind. And so I don't really mean it. Ah! I think I can go north here. I think it should be fine. Maybe. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so pause is... That's not pause, that's Trinsic. Yes, pause is further up north. So I'm really just going to follow the coastline. Because at some point the coastline is going to bend. There we go. Okay. Pause. Okay, so in pause they were saying there's... Oh, you know what? We did find this. Because it was right about here. We went and searched. And if we just search here now, we will not find us. So this is actually complete. I'm just gonna make double sure. So give me a second. I know that I heard chat go ping, and I will be with you in a second. Okay, so we now know that we've done this, and we can just this was pause itself. Okay. Gravity Gamer says hello. Hey, Gravity Gamer, I hope you're doing well. Okay, so we can cross this off. That's good, because that specific rune had been bothering me a lot. Okay, so Monarch had a person called Ashura, and we asked them about runes. They said, I carve runes for passage into shrines. Does seek a rune? We said yes. Monarch, we asked them again about sacrifice, and they said to go and ask about that from Mischief. And then Mischief told us about the rune of sacrifice. And we have the rune of we have the rune and the stone of sacrifice, so we can clear this off. Actually, let's just make sure. City list, we've got the rune and stone of sacrifice, so we can actually cross this off. I'm being somewhat not good. I should really have. I've got two connections, parts of the spreadsheet, start and end, and I should have actually cleared out the other side of this for wheat pin. So let me just find wheat pin in the other one. Okay, because I need to actually make sure that we're not just forgetting this stuff. Okay. And then we want orange rune. Okay. So we've cleared out this. And we need to make sure. Okay. I've seen the purple stone used in the altars of truth and courage. Ever been there? We said no. It holds items thou shalt need. So, we haven't done that. But we do know that we can get to the altars of truth and courage. And we've got all the stones now, so we can actually follow this up. About the purple stone. Honor, dost thou hear the purple stone? We do now. We're going to have to return to Quix, and we mustn't forget this. Because Quix has a thing to tell us now that we have the purple stone. Yeah, okay, so this is where I think we're at now. This is the last rune that we need to get. So in Geelong, there's a guy called Lord Robert. When we asked Lord Robert about his job, he said, I battle for Lord British. Are you a valiant warrior? We said, yes. Thou dost deserve the rune, ask Nostro. So Nostro is also in Geelong. We went and followed up and we asked him about the rune. And he said, hey, the rune is in a tower. Now, we haven't seen anything that amounts to a tower at all in this map yet. So this is a thing that I'm going to spoil for myself. Or if someone knows the answer, you can feel free to spoil it in the chat. That's fine. But I don't know where this tower is. I'm just going to look it up. So I'm going to do that while we're on a 10-minute break. And then when I come back, I'll just check on chat and see if you guys have left an answer. If not, don't worry. I will know where to go because I will spoil this for myself. Purely because I don't know where to begin looking for this. So I will see you in 10 minutes. So the thing about this game is that I'm forever taking it too literally, right? I looked this up, and much to my surprise, should get out of here, it's the wrong place. I looked this up, and much to my surprise, so when I said that I'd never seen a tower in this game, I was correct. I'd never seen a tower in this game, except that there is a tower, and it's the clue didn't make me think of checking inside of places. So when the clue gets given to me, I keep on thinking, oh, you know what? It's a clue that means that on the overworld somewhere there's going to be a tower. I'm going to run into the tower, and then there's going to be like a multi-part dungeon or whatever, and I'm just going to have to go and get the rune, because that's how it is. But no, actually, that's not how it is. In this game, when the game is giving you a clue about something like that, usually what it means is that because, so when they make the overland in these specific games, before I actually do this, and before I drive us into a tree lich, let me just assure myself that I'm going the right way. Yes. So when they make these games and they make the overland, they've only got a certain amount of memory that they can work with. So what they do is they fill the memory with tiles that they are going to draw that they consider basically generic. And so I might have to go up a little bit. Like maybe like that. So when they draw the tiles for places like on the overland, they draw those as generic tiles that they're going to use over and over again. Like when you think about these castle tiles, we've always seen the castle tile in exactly the same way. The only tile that doesn't look like this is the tile for the Castle Britannia, and then the Castle Britannia is really just a conglomeration of a bunch of other tiles that we've seen before. The same is true if you look at this. There are poison swamps, and the poison swamps are just all the way throughout the land, right? The mountains all the way throughout the land, the trees all the way throughout the land. But in the cities and towns, because the city... So I don't know if this is happening, and I can't tell you without certainty without looking at the code, but it could just be that what they're doing is they're unloading the world map and they're loading the town. And because the towns are much smaller, they can make bespoke assets for those towns, because there's not as much stuff in memory as there would be if we're just loading the whole of the world. And so what they do in the towns by turns, but it's not an infinite number of different tiles, is they can make non-generic tiles. And by non-generic tiles, I mean that if we go in here and we look around, I hope this is correct, because this is kind of what it seemed to me that the clue was pointing at. Uh-oh, maybe I got bamboozled again. Oh yeah, maybe I did. Because what I was going to say is that on this particular small map, we might eventually see a tower. And that would be where we would need to go in order to get where we had to for the rune. But I don't think that's the case. I think that there was some wishful thinking on my part reading the clue as it existed in the wiki. So, okay. Let's look at this again. It says, search in the southeast tower of Geelong. So I wonder if... Hold on. Oh, okay, hang on. I'm misunderstanding the clue. what it wants me to do. So we need to get into here again, and I don't really remember how we do that. Where's Geelong? Where are my notes for Geelong? There's a hidden wall in the hotel which leads all the way around the city. Okay, so where's the hotel? The hotel is here. And if I jimmy, I think it's this lock here. Yes. If I jimmy this lock and we open it, we go down here. Okay. So now, yes. Okay. So we want to go. Oh, I didn't mix. My God. Torture. I didn't mix the spells. I'm gonna need, because we have to go all the way to the top half of this. Oh, we don't have to go that far, actually. We need to go to the right. So we need to mix. We've got a couple of dispels, so cast a spell. So what I think the clue means is if we come here and we search. There we go, you found the Rune of Valor. Right, okay. From the clue that we got given, I never would have guessed this. I had to actually consult the wiki multiple times to figure out what the clue meant. So anyway, that just means that we've got the Rune of Valor. Okay, so now, where's the city list? We've got the Rune of Valor. Where's my rune list? Yes. Okay, cool. Which means we can get out of here now, and we can actually take the ship downward, and we can do the mantra. Get out of there. Oh my God. Please be down here. It's a lot easier for you down here. That's fine. I'll take it. Where is this exit? It was. Oh my God. Go to the right. I believe in you. Thank you. Okay, let's just get out of here. I don't like cheating at this game a lot, but sometimes it gives you bad information and you just have to deal with it that way. I am sure that people who played this game in 1985, I didn't. Oh, that's not true. I did for like 10 minutes, and then I realized that. So I have a backstory with RPGs where when they came out in the 80s and I was playing these games for the first time, it wasn't a case of I didn't have the patience for these games. It's just that I had RPGs, and I mentioned this before, in this particular game, had a huge frustration factor, like built into the design of most of the games, because they would let you build characters that wouldn't be able to complete the game because you'd have these skills that the designers never catered for. And so when I started playing this one, I was very worried that you would run into an issue where you'd build your character incorrectly. And you sort of can. Like, if you think about what's going on here, we've got a max cap of 50. And if you wanted to be just like a pure fighter, a max cap of 50 might be a little bit scary, right? So that would be building your character wrong. But fortunately, this game isn't as hardcore as that. So when you do build your character incorrectly, it's fine, because you're also going to be utilizing the strengths of 7 other people to kind of help your team out. Where is this person? You know, I shouldn't have engaged or something like that. We could have lost the boat, and it could have been very hairy. Oh God. Oh. Oh. I went sailing because I thought we had to go all the way back to the main continent, because I thought there was stuff that we had to do there, but no, actually, that's not what we're here for. We need to go to the left from here, because The altar of Valor is actually just south of Geelong. Oh my god. That's what happens when I start telling bad stories from the old days. You get lost. Okay, so if we go around this corner. There we go, perfect. I mean, really, I should have just sailed here to begin with. Okay, let's save. Okay, so now, you enter the ancient shrine and sit before the altar upon which virtue does not meditate. This is the Shrine of Valor. So, we want to meditate on Valor, I think. Yes. And it's raw Valor. 3 cycles. It is raw, yes. Now, I don't know if it will let us bounce from here to honesty and compassion immediately. It may just get cranky because we're meditating too much, but we'll try it. Thus, achieve partial avatar and the virtue of Valor. I don't know if I should press a key or not. I'll spring on to division. And this is infinity, I guess. And I suppose that we should be making screenshots of these. Because they're gonna come up at some point. Anyway, so we get a vision of infinity. We need to go because we've done. So I'm gonna just stick this into connections, and we did Shrine of Valor. We meditated. Got an image of infinity. Okay. And now we want to go and track down the Shrine of Compassion, which is way too low. Actually, let's just see if there's a faster way to get there, because it may just be that compassion and honesty are on the way to each other. So let me just have a look. I don't actually think that's true. Compassion is on the way, and then honesty should be oh, okay, yeah, it's in a big old circle. Alright. So let me take us to compassion. Because compassion is very easy to get to from here. Oh. We're not quite where we want to be. We're almost there. Yeah, we're almost there. So this is just make sure that I'm thinking about this correctly. Where? Okay, yes. We're almost there. So if we stop off here, I'm just gonna fight these people. It's fine. And we go here. I don't know if it's gonna let me just meditate now immediately. Okay, good. So this is the Shrine of Compassion. So we want to meditate on compassion. Compassion is mu. So compassion. We want to do 3. The mantra for this is mu. And then mu again. Not my mu. Oh, I don't want to get kicked out of this at this point. All this build up for nothing. Ah. Yeah. Thou gone to division. Third, light the candle of love. This is actually more than we've seen before out of these visions. So it said, third, light the candle of love at the entrance to the great Staginibus. So one thing that we do not have is we don't have candle. So if we look at our stuff here, we got the bell in the book, but we don't have the candle. The candle's been a thing that's sort of like taunted us for all of the game, because I kind of think that I know sort of where it is. It's on this coastline just directly east of us, but we've never been able to get to that coastline because we haven't had a boat that could go into different kinds of water. And so I think that what's happening is we need to go to the coastline over there, search along the bottom of the coastline, get the candle, and then move on. But we haven't been able to do that yet. So we're going to do this last meditation very quickly. And the last meditation is honesty. And honesty is a spot that we've been to before, in fact. Because honesty was one of the first mantras I showed you where you can have gradations of mantra, or you can have gradations of meditation, where you can say, oh, I want to meditate for 1 cycle, or 2 cycles, or 3 cycles. Oh, I don't want to be anywhere near that. Oh. I want to be inside here because it's a little bit more protected. I say that, it's probably not true. Oh. gotta be careful about this guy. And the last time we saved was just before we did the mantra. I think. I don't actually know where the last place was where we saved. Losing the boat is so frustrating because it undoes so much work. Oh, well, okay, that's fine. I did save right about there, so that's excellent. Let me just think about where we are. I don't actually... Oh, we're at the Lyceum. Okay, sure. So we need to go around this corner. In fact. And then up this way. And then over here, there's a bit of easygoing water, I guess, that connects this to here. And if we go around this point and then up, we should end up where we can go ashore here. And I'll get us as close as like possible. There. Okay, so let's save. This is the Shrine of Honesty. Honesty. Honesty is okay. Honesty 3. So we haven't seen this particular image because what we did was we meditated once here, so I can show off the idea of how the meditation is bold and bold and bold. So this is AHM. I don't want to do this incorrectly, so let's make sure, yes. This is one of those rare cases where I wish that there was an F3 in this game. F3 in Zero games is retyped the last thing. And it would have been good to have here. Would save my lazy butt from having to type AHM. Thus achieved partial avatar and the virtue of honesty. Thought granted division. Now this vision I don't understand. We've seen this, but I kind of wonder if I'm missing a trick, because maybe there's something going on here. Like I said before, I don't know if this is a window or if this is an exclamation point. Maybe the thing that we're supposed to be focusing on is the hand and how he's holding up 5 fingers. Maybe we're meant to be focusing on the fact that he has a sword, I guess. But it's also kind of possible that we're meant to be focusing on his belt, because the belt has got a real weird design. It looks like an E, right? And so it might be saying EID, I don't know. But these are the three things that we needed to see for Blissful. Blissful said you need to go to these three shrines, you need to be meditating at them, and then at the end you'll know what to do with your boat. But I still don't know what to do with my boat. So I guess what we do here again is, I don't want to do this. Maybe we just have to take the loss and we have to accept that I need to just look up what to do with the boat, because I don't understand. Infinity is fine, and the little text of the what to do to enter the abyss is fine, but this image here is a little confusing. Okay. I think that what this is so there are other items that you can get, and we don't really have too many of these at the moment. We have the Silver Horn, we have the Book of Truth, we have the Ballad Courage, but we don't have lots of the other pieces. There's things that we need, like if we were going to do Mondane's issue, which we do want to do, we don't have the Skull of Mundane, for example. We don't have the key of 3 parts, although I understand how to get the key of 3 parts. That's just going dungeon diving, and we might do that. You've got to get to the altar room, and in the altar room you use the altar, and then you use specific orders of stone on the altar itself, and then that gives you the key of 3 parts. So I do know about that. I know some of that because the game is related to me. The mystic weapons and mystic robes we can only get if we have a full avatar hood, and we do not. So Sextant we've got. So this is the magic wheel of the HMS Cape, which is kind of what I assume it means by upgrading your ship. But it doesn't seem to do anything, right? It just increases your ship's hull rating. But you find it where it sank at latitude NH. So we're just going to accept that I don't understand what these visions are going to show me, and we're going to just use the sextant to find latitude NH and longitude GA. Okay. So where are we at the moment? Okay, so we're going to just consult the latitude. We are at E, F, and OM. OM is sort of close to where we need to be. Oh no, it's not. I lie. We need to be at NH. So if we accept that latitude is XY, I think. Sorry, is X. Latitude is X. So if we go down, and this is a good spot to go westward, because the optimal spot to start searching for this should be like sort of in the middle of the ocean. So if we go northward here. I'm almost sure that this is going to be a super obvious position. When we see it, we'll know it. So we are at EP. Let's just make sure that I know what I'm talking about. Yeah, because we're going left now, and that's moving the longitude figure. So I was incorrect. I said longitude was probably north, south, and I thought latitude was east and west. But that's not correct. So longitude is east and west. So we need to be on GA. GA is to the left of us. There's K. This is a real messy fight. Where are we at? We're at KE. This is it's the leftward. There's GD, so if we go here... Oh, sorry. I should be looking at the bottom one. That's HA. This is GN. I'm not going to be too surprised if GA lines up almost directly with the town of Britannia. Or more or less lines up with it. Come on, guy. Please die. You can do it. I believe in you. Oh my god. This is... like, it's making me think that I should just fight him. Because it'd be faster. We'd actually get something for it. No trouble. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So GA is probably like... there's FB. FF. GA. And I want to tell you that if we just went north... Oh, GA is in line with... that's interesting. GA is just in line with the moon gate. So we need to go NH, which is probably down a lot. Yeah, NH. Oh, boo. It might make me veer off course a very little bit here. It is gonna make me veer off course. Cool. GG. Yeah, I'm worried about how much it's making me go to the left. To the right, sorry. Because we're very close now to NH. And if we can't go left again, that's going to be a problem. I mean, not really. if we have to end up on land, then we end up on land, right? We'll just search. There's NH or NA. There's NF, G, H. Okay, so this is GL. I'm gonna get out. Oh, you know what? It's if I go around the corner. It's up here somewhere. NE. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. I never would have found this. Like, there is no way I would have found this. Anyway, so we find the hull of the HMS Cape, and I think, but I'm not sure, that what this lets us do is it lets us, we'll find out in a second here, because this is water we haven't been able to traverse before, but I think that it lets us walk up into spots like this. No, it still doesn't let us do that. What? So I think it really does just reinforce the hull so that when you take hits, you don't take as many hits. Because you can't... It was the one thing I was hoping to be able to do, but you can't. Okay, well, cool. I guess the next thing that we're going to just go and retrieve, since we're on this list of retrievals, is we're going to go and find the Scalamondane, because we keep on talking about that. So it's at PF and MF. PF is down. Yeah, PF is down. In fact, I think PF is very near the edge of the world. So if we go, yes, so if we go down here, PF might be before the world wraps around. Oh, there's PK, this is PL. It's so difficult to tell if you've moved at all. There we go, there's PF. And then we need to go to MF. Oh, are you serious? Come on. PD, P, F, and then I think we can just go right. Oh, you know what? It's going to be on one of these islands. It is PF. MF. Oh, there, okay. So we need to wait for double new moons. Again, I 100% would never have found this. So to some degree, I'm so grateful that the internet is saving me from my own... sorry, wrong set of moons. I'm so grateful that the internet is basically saving me from just hitting search everywhere. Because that's what you would have had to do in a battle. There wasn't enough information to ever find us. So yeah. What? There's nothing there. Are you sure? The skull of mundane can be found at PF and MF. Oh, my PE. How am I supposed to get to PF? I can't get to PF. What? I actually physically cannot get to PF. Because PF would be... MF would be there. PF would be... Am I misunderstanding this? It's latitude, PF. Oh, I was misunderstanding, sorry. That's on me. Again, 100% would never have found this. Just by myself and, you know, looking around. There we go. You find skull on Monday in the wizard. Okay, cool. So we can cross that off. Okay, so... Here's a thing again that I never would have found because I was thinking too literally about the game. So we're gonna go back up to Britannia. We're just gonna do the Bell of Love very quickly because, sorry, the Candle of Love. Because this is just the way I was thinking about it, and I'll show you when we're done for the day. I'll explain to you what I was thinking on the map and explain why I was pursuing the whole of the HMS Cape so doggedly. But we need to go north for that, so let's start by going north. Okay, so I'm not sure where we are on this map. Where did you get this? It may be... where is this? We went just due north of where... Okay, I know where we are. Okay, let me get out of here. I need to be careful, actually. We need to start thinking about sleeping and healing. So what I want to show you is actually on the way. And tomorrow we're just going to do what we need to do to get the Candle of Love. Oh, I don't want to kill these guys. Man. Well, boo. Oh no. Having the hull of the HMS Cape isn't even helping. I thought it was supposed to strengthen the hull of the ship. And it's actually not doing that. We still just took 9 points of damage. For no apparent reason. When we get to where we're going, I'm going to end the stream for the evening. Oh, wrong thing. Right, because we couldn't actually sleep. We end up being beaten up by the pixies. So... this is not the spot either. Oh wait, no, hang on, this might be the spot. Hold on a second. Yes, this is the spot, 100%. So, okay. You see this big bridge here? And the water that's behind the bridge? Some of the reason why I was chasing the hull of the HMS Cape, whatever it was called, is because I thought that what that would do is it would allow me to go into this area here, and you can see that there's a beginning of a lake there, right? When I show you the map, this will make a little bit more sense because you'll be able to see it. So let's actually just flip to the map so it's clear what I'm talking about. So for the last, like, I don't know, 5 or 6 streams, we've been going into dungeons so that we can get the stones, so that we could meditate at the shrines, so we could figure out where the wheel of the HMS Cape was. And I wanted the wheel of the HMS Cape because I thought that what it would do is, I thought that, and I thought this for a long time, it would let us go north of here and then travel east into this lake here, because this is Loch Lake, and a lot of stuff is happening around Loch Lake that we can't really explore, right? They want us to find a thing in Loch Lake, which is the Candle of Love, and I, for a long time, thought that the Candle of Love was actually on the shore here, where all the poison garbage is. And I thought that what was going to happen was you'd walk your ship through here, and then just dock here, and then just walk this poison and search. And as you searched, you'd eventually find the Candle of Love. But that's not actually the case. What we need to do, see this line here? This line is my through line, so that when I have to use the balloon, and we're going to have to use the balloon, we can park the balloon at the spot here, go due east, know that we're going to end up in the right spot, and land in Cove. And that's what we have to do. This is just a thing that we have to do to get the last little bit of the Candle of Love, because it's in this village. We just have to retrieve it. I hate it, because we've been there back and forth multiple times now. I just didn't think that there was a spot where we had to search. So, okay, let me get us out of here. I don't want to say, oh, hang on. I don't actually need this check mark. Let's get out of here. Let me show you the spreadsheet. So today in the spreadsheet, what we've been chasing is, we've been chasing stones. We got the last stone we need. We got the last rune we need. We're starting to be in the beginning of the end game, which is why I'm not too fussed anymore about looking up spoilers, because the spoilers are things that the game should include us about, and it didn't. And so 99% of the time when I'm going to look for the Skull of Mondain, it's because I know I'm supposed to be doing that, but the game hasn't given me enough clues about it. There was no way to know, because I can show you my notes. I can actually speak for my homework. Here is my homework. So here is, okay, I'll fix this up tomorrow. We'll actually come through the spreadsheet and fix this up tomorrow. Don't let me forget. So if we look for Mondain, this is about as much as we got out of it. An artifact remains. I heard it at Buccaneer's Den. There is a pub at Buccaneer's Den in the shape of a skull. We went to the skull. It took us a very long... By the way, in order to make this work, it took us a long time to figure out how to bribe the barkeeps at the pubs, because it wasn't obvious. The game didn't explain that. So we got to the barkeep in Buccaneer's Den, and there the guy said, "If thou must know that evilest of things, find the beggar Jude. He is very poor." Now, to be fair, and I want to be fair to this, I skipped a step. I didn't find a bigger dude. I don't know where the bigger dude is. We'd have to go look for him, and I assume that the bigger dude would give you a cryptic clue as to where to find it. Maybe he just spills the beans, I don't know. But because I didn't have that, I was just willing to go and look that up because it would take us forever to find that. So I'm okay with that outcome. So we today pulled in this because this was just how to get the what amounts to, I guess, the guide for understanding how to get the Wheel of the HMS Cape. And then this is the Skull of Mundane, so that was the other thing that we did. Alright, let me get us out of here. More of this tomorrow. Tomorrow, because we know about this, I'm not going to look up anything for this. Because we know about this and we know that we're supposed to be doing it, I'm going to be doing a dungeon delve again because we know for a fact. Well, actually, that's a lie. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to Cove, and we're going to go and find the candle, right? Because I think we know where that is now, and so we're going to, straight after we've done that, the very next thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a dungeon delve because we know at least one sequence where you're supposed to get to an altar room, put down 4 stones, and get something for your trouble. So we will actually do that tomorrow. So that will be one of the things that we start to do. We're on the upswing to the beginning of the end of this game. I still think it's going to take another 10 or so hours. Because unfortunately, on top of getting all the information, getting these little side quests done, what's going to end up also happening is we're going to have to pick up the joiners. We need all 8 people to go down into the abyss with us. And that's part of the prerequisites of becoming an avatar. You need all the other 7 people to go with you. And that's going to take some doing. So I don't think that this game is over. I just think that we're on the upswing to the beginning of the end of the game. There you go. Alright, I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you to everyone who joined up. Thank you a great deal, in fact, to, they're not with us right now, but Elaine Trickier for just letting me know that I dumped the wrong URL into Discord, and that allowed me to go and fix all that. I think we'll be alive and streaming at about this time tomorrow. I think that what I want to do is maybe set the time here, and we'll get going and we'll play some more Ultima 4. What I might start doing, because I think that we're almost at 80 hours, right? And I think that we've put in our honest time with this game. When I get stuck, I'm just going to ask chat, or I'm just going to consult the internet. It will be that simple. Because I don't mind that it's going to take us 100 hours to do this, but I want to start winding it up, right? And so this game has to have an endpoint, and I'm going to make it arrive a little bit sooner than later. So there you go. Alright, I will see you all tomorrow. Please be safe. Have a wonderful evening. Peru 5.1, and I missed this. I'm so sorry. I said, look, great work. Keep it up off the work. I hope you have a good day at work. Peru, thank you for joining us today. Have a wonderful evening, as I say. Good night for now. Thank you so much. I'll see you all soon. Bye-bye.